All right, guys, welcome back to Culture Crew Podcast. We're here with another awesome episode. It's been a minute, but we're coming back strong. We got super producer Cypha D'King here. Cypha, what up?
What's up? What's up? What's good?
Nothing much, yo. We happy to have you. Been waiting to have you for a minute. I know all the fans want to hear about you and what you're doing. I met you in Liberia, like I would say, like maybe over 10 years ago. But it has. It's been a minute. But I still feel like, do I really know Cypha? Like the background. Like I know you from Atlanta, but you Liberian. Just tell the fans, tell us more about you.
Well, you know, born and raised in Liberia up until the war, 1990. Moved to the States. I was in LA for like a year and a half. Then moved to Atlanta with my mom, my grandma. Actually, before the music I was playing, I was a football player.
Oh.
Yeah, serious football player.
Quarterback?
Well, no, not that football now.
Oh, my bad.
Soccer.
Gotcha.
Bring anything on your football. Yeah, so you know. And then when I started high school, like my best friend in high school, shout out to Young Noah. He was a rapper, signed to Suave House, did work with Rick Ross at that time, UGK, 8-Ball, MJG. So I was always around the music, in and out of the studios with him. Met up with Liberian mega super producer El Rock, Grammy Award winning producer. You know, he showed me the ropes. And then I had an opportunity to actually start doing music with Bonja Carter. He had his own in-home studio, and it just took off from there. Like I built up my confidence, started producing a few joints for Noah, some other local artists, and then Cypha D'King came about. And then I moved back to Liberia. 2008 was my official move back, but I had visited like a couple years before, 2006, 2007, just to see if it was what I wanted to do. And then 2008, I just made a decision like I gotta be home.
Boom.
Yeah,
Just moved back.
so that was it.
All right, so now you're in LIB. You making things happen. What were you doing there? Who were you producing for? What songs? Because I know not only are you a super producer, you're a super artist too. So you got all your music that's out. Like, what were you doing then? And how has Cypha D'King evolved from when you first stepped foot on LIB soil to where you are now?
So when I first came, we opened up Blue Links Records. The time we're on Camp Johnson Road, we were still hustling. Yeah. So opened up the studio. Our first major hit that came out of that studio was Where I'm From with Takun J, Queen V, and Nazi Man. So yeah, everything started from there, 2008, 2009. I've done a lot of stuff I actually did at that time we were trying to sign Nazi Man along with Zanga Bright record label.
Nazi Man was the guy doing reggae, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually have a whole album worth of music for Nazi Man. They didn't come out, you know, we had some contractual differences, but you know, it's still our love. I still worked along with him on some other projects. I've done stuff for Lucky Bucket, Scientific, of course, you know, Road Papers. I did his like 90% of his album. That's where Summer Rovia came from. A lot of other artists, man. I was always that producer was like, I want to work with artists. Like although the studio needed money, but for me it was about upgrading the Liberian music to where, you know, pretty much to where it is now.
Yeah.
So
a long way.
A long, long way. Listen, when I first moved back, the perception of Liberian music in Liberia was like comedical. Like everything was comedy. Like the women were being degraded, and like they weren't talking about anything serious.
Yeah.
So for it to be where it is today, listen, we've done well. We did well.
Done well. So
Yeah.
talk about how you feel like it is today, and where can you go to?
Today, man, Liberian music is way up there, like far beyond what people ever expected Liberian music to be, in my opinion. Just the love that we even get from Liberians in general, from the young ones to even the old people that can be asking for Liberian music when they go out, they singing it, they call into the radio stations, they're listening to it in their cars. just the love alone from Liberian music let you know that we've come a long way. The music has changed drastically. Um, the artists are more serious and into what they're doing. So Liberian music has definitely, definitely come a long way, and we still got more to go. You know what I'm saying? Until we take over, until we are at where the Nigerians are, the South Africans, the Ghanaians, until we get there, we're still working. Even when we get there, we'll still be working to keep that #1 spot.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's actually the dope part about Liberian music as compared to like other genres and other music, other places, because like you said, even the old people can be asking about it.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like with like certain music, it's like, okay, if you're listening to this, it's like it's young people, it's people from the age of 25 to like 40. Yeah. But with a lot of our music in Liberia, it's like the young people listen to it, the older Liberians people listen to it just as a whole. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yes. Yeah. So that's amazing. So you mentioned Hott FM.
Yes.
We all love Hott FM. Yes. I didn't even know Hott FM started on Kim Johnson Road. When you said that, I had to start thinking because I know now it's in Snapper Hill.
Yeah, actually, so we're on Kim Johnson Road when the idea of Hott FM came about. Mm-hmm. But we realized we couldn't open it on Kim Johnson Road, so that's how we ended up moving up Broad Street. So yeah, but big shout out. Every time I talk about Hott FM, I have to say big shout out to my big brother Israel Akinsanya. He was the only. You know, we have quote unquote big brothers in Liberia. The only one who say, you know what, I believe in y'all. How much y'all need?
I never knew that. So he invested.
He was one of the major investors. He came. He's like, how much more money y'all need? We already put some towards like getting the license and equipment. He's like, what else do y'all need?
Wow.
I believe in y'all. Let's make it happen. So big shout out to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're open Hott FM 2009. Big challenge, man. Like nobody believed in the 2009. Okay. Nobody really believed in promoting and marketing and spending money on radio. So we had like I think maybe like 3 or 4 like actual loyal clients. Stars Institute, shout out to Latim Datum, Fortress Cement. At that time we had Lone Star Cell and Evelyn's. So we had like 4 or 5 that were like consistent and stuck with us. Like, you know, we believe in y'all. You can do what y'all gotta do. And then here we are now. Hott FM is in Banga, Hott FM Ganta. We're about to do Hott FM Buchanan. We're online, tune in, the first radio station in Liberia to go 24/7 to be online. So, you know, we thank God, man. We've been doing good. We've been blessed.
What made y'all decide to go to Banga and no places first?
You know, when we first opened the radio station, we had a lot of people, a lot of kids from Monrovia that were going to Cuddington. And they always complain like, oh, we can't get the station out here, we can't get out here. Okay. And then we was like, well, if we buy a bigger transmitter, it'll reach there, but the people in Banga won't be able to relate to what's going on in Monrovia. Okay. So why not just open one in Banga that can, you know, give them information about what's going on in Banga and also what's going on in Monrovia. Same thing in Ganta and the same thing we're going to do in Buchanan. So, and then it also gave people a chance in that area to get employed, to get into the whole mass communications sector. So
because even when you think about it, like obviously DJ Blue is the hottest DJ in LIB, 100%. And you think about where he's going, like now he's running for government and all of that. So definitely expanding. Yeah. And Master Queen, you know, she's taken off, and I think all of this can be attributed back to Hott FM. Yeah. And y'all just you know,
we're like the
number one,
the trampoline. You know, get your first jump, and wherever you land from there is up to you. Yeah. We just provided a platform for on-air personalities, for DJs, for artists. Like, our main thing for opening a radio station was, listen, we need a radio station that'll cater to the Liberian music and Liberian arts. And that's what it was. And that's what it still is, to the point where we have, like, at least 80% of the shows on the station have to play Liberian music. Like, it's a mandate from management.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. Great mandate.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Hott FM now? I know y'all got TV.
Oh, yeah. We got Hot TV. Yeah, TV is much harder than radio. You know what I'm saying? But we've been doing good with it. Been blessed with programming and scheduling. Right now, our main focus is getting Liberian content. Okay. So like how you have the podcast, we get the videos on there. Anything that's Liberian related, that can go on TV. We want it. You don't have to be in Liberia. You can be in Australia. You can be in Canada. You can be in America, Asia, anywhere in the world. As long as you're Liberian and you're doing something for TV, send it to us, and we'll get it played on Hott TV.
Boom.
That's
Solid.
it. We got it,
And it's aired everywhere.
Right now, Hott TV is locally. If you have like a local antenna, you can get us as far as like Coca-Cola Factory on the highway. We're in Brewerville, but then we're also on Satcom as well.
Oh.
And we're on
Satcom
Nanosat.
is like their broadcast all throughout.
Almost nationwide. Satcom and Nanosat.
Okay.
So yeah, we.
Oh, that's a new one. That new?
It's been out there. It's been out there.
Okay.
So we spreading out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm excited. Things have So to get back to the original question, where has things gone from beginning when you touched down in Liberia to now? Definitely, it has gone far.
Way up, all the way up.
And the only way is up.
All the way
from
up.
Here.
Still going up. Yeah.
All right. So what we looking out for you? You got music coming.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people have been asking me what's up with me and the whole music thing. I've taken a break. I'm not doing anything. I'm working on an album.
Okay.
You know when artists are working on their first album, they say you have a lifetime to do your first album. Then after that, you got a certain amount of months. So for me, I want to make sure everything is proper on this album. That everything is. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. So like now I got like maybe like 14, 15 songs. If I listen to it today, I will go back in the studio like, no, I need to change this. I need to change that. So
you got any features
on that.
On the album?
There's gonna be some features. I'll let y'all know. You know.
All right.
But I want to do it to where I release videos as well.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I have songs done, ready to go. I can drop it today or tomorrow, but I want to be able to release a song and release the video so that they get a visual concept of what's going on. And it's also a way of branding myself as an artist as well. So, but yeah, working.
Good.
Yeah. I'm doing songs for other artists too. So
okay, all right. So still producing, got the
still
artist.
producing, still doing my artist work, still behind the scenes for other artists. You know, everything. We don't brag about everything we do.
It's
but
not bragging, my man. You
I'm just
gotta
saying,
be
you know,
out here. You gotta be, pushing your
some
content.
people feel like, you know, we can be selfish at times, but you know, we do things. We give people advice that goes a long way, and we don't ask for recognition or go tell the people that I told you to do this. You know, it's if you believe. My thing is, if you're an artist and I believe in you, I like what you're doing, I want you to go far.
Yeah.
I will call you to the side and say, listen, do this and this and this, and might help you out.
Okay.
That's just my friendly advice to you. If you take it, fine. If you don't say I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so you know.
Do we have a release date? Can we get an estimate? Fall.
No release date yet. No
Rainy
release
season.
date yet. No release date yet. Rainy season coming finished.
Rainy season 2019.
It'll be 2019.
Okay.
I can guarantee you that. It'll definitely be 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I got a lot of work going on.
I know you got a lot of work going on, matter of fact, because you all over the blogs. People posting you, you know, the king and the queen.
Yeah.
Newly engaged.
Yeah.
Planning a wedding. I mean, like, Cypha, you're getting married.
I am.
I feel like, are you like the first one? I mean, is Blue married?
Yeah,
okay,
Blue's
so
married.
Blue's married, but you like the next one out of y'all whole crew that's getting married.
Yeah.
So
the next
tell
one, the
me
youngest.
about it. I'm such a girl because now I'm sat up. Like, yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing, you know, when you meet somebody in life. Shout out to my boo boo, Monique. Love you, baby. Yeah, when you meet somebody, you know, especially doing what we do in the entertainment field, like, you got to have somebody that holds you down at the end of the day when you come home from the studio. They're there to take your mind off of everything that happened during the day and just make you feel like a regular human being. So, you know, love is real, man. You can't run away from it as a human being. So,
and you know it's crazy because artists back in I feel like before used to try to like
hide it.
Yeah. But now it's like DeVito coming out with assurance. You know what I mean?
I think it's more acceptable now.
Yeah.
Like back then. Marketing wise, like they wanted you to have this perception of being single. Otherwise, the female fans won't buy your music anymore or come to see you because they feel like they can't get you. You know what I'm saying? But I think things will change, man. Like people realize, like, listen, eventually this guy will have to have a girlfriend and have
people
a family,
love.
Because
like love. I mean, I feel like with your engagement and with the wedding coming up, like,
Yeah.
your trip to Cuba was cool and everything, but I feel like because it was like this unit, everyone just loves love. It's just like people are just anticipating this royal wedding.
And I think too, like if you look at, like you said with Davido, even like other artists, like you see Jay-Z, Beyonce, you see Kanye and Kim, you see how Wiz Khalifa was. Like you see artists who are into relationships, who are getting married, and it kind of helps them.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense, it puts them in a different light, so to speak. So it's a good thing, man. And listen, y'all, get married. It's good.
Oh, very
not
good.
a bad thing.
So that's what I was actually going to ask you, because it's like, how do you see just the dating, the being able to find love in Liberia for artists who aren't in, like, because there's a lot of, I've been following a lot of artists, Liberian artists that are like here, but you know, like that are in like Philly or Jersey and stuff like that. Like, what would you say for like artists that are trying to move back? And then also, like, how do you view the whole, two questions in one, but like, how do you view the whole like dating scene in LIB?
It's hard in Liberia. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, let me not lie. It's damn hard. But you gotta be strong, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be very strong.
You think it's because it's so small, everybody know everybody?
It's very small. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody is trying to get in everybody's business. There's a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy. People will do things to try and spoil your relationships because they see you being happy, and instead of them trying to get their own happiness, they rather see you lose that happiness so you can be like them. You know, so you just got to be strong, and your partner has to be even stronger.
Yeah.
You know, especially if your partner's not in the entertainment industry, they will, certain things like they won't understand that you have to do, or places that you have to go, people you have to talk to, you got to take pictures, people will be trying to hug you, all that stuff there. So it's, you know, it's hard, but at the end of the day, once your partner understands what you do and they believe in you, and they know that it's work that you're doing, not, you know, you're trying to do other stuff, it's all good. You know, they'll be probably trying to tell you, like, listen, this is other spot that you need to go to where people like your music, you know. And when you get a partner that's like that, it's like, okay, cool. So now you move as a unit.
Boom. I like that. And it sounds like you got that in a
definitely.
So
I definitely have that.
Yeah. So what about artists moving back? What is your advice to them if they're here now, Liberian artists, and they're trying to go back and they're trying to build up that Liberian base? What is your advice to them?
First things first, I tell this to anybody, whether you're an artist moving back or just an artist in Liberia in general, make sure your music is good.
Well, sounds pretty standard.
Everybody, no. Everybody music is not, let me not say it's not good. Everybody music is not ready to hit mainstream like that. Make sure you as an artist that you're ready to hit mainstream, that your stage performance is on point, that anytime you step out of the house, you look like an artist. And then if you're moving back to Liberia, which I encourage everybody, just start networking, man. I mean, that's all it's about. Sadly, it's a competition. You know, everybody wants to be number one, but I mean, if you network, everybody. I say this: the end game to where everybody's trying to get to, there is like a highway, so it's a lot of lanes. Everybody picks their own lane, and eventually we'll all get to that one exit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people might get off the exit at the same time. Some people might get off 2 or 3 cars behind, but the bottom line is you're trying to get to that exit. So network with other artists. You don't have to work with everybody, but at least pick 1 or 2 people, talk to some DJs, promoters, build your team.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. You have to build your team. So if you're moving back to Liberia, start building your team now. And yeah, just network. You know, there'll always be jealousy, hate, and envy. And that's with every entertainment industry. So if that's what's gonna stop you, then you don't need to be doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. But I want to ask you, if I had to, if I went on your phone right now and I had to look at your last 5, like on your playlist, like the last 5 artists that you were playing. We're just amid any of the American artists. Who are you? Who you rocking with right now? Who you playing?
Bucky Raw's new album. Shout out to him, CS2.
Fire.
Balance, Stunner.
Okay.
Nasty C from SA. Who else is
That's
on my
the trap
playlist?
code dude, right?
Yeah, he's
Or the trap
hip hop guy. Yeah. Dench.
Shout out.
CIC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like I'm one of the people, I don't always put it out there, but I download Liberian music.
Okay.
Like if you ask Stunner now, like when Baby O came out, I was probably one of the first few people like, listen, I'm not gonna get that song until it's on iTunes.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
like it's $1. I'll put it on iTunes, let people get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to have my phone filled with as much Liberian music until my space runs out as possible. So yeah.
Awesome.
All right, rock with it, man.
So we can't wait to download your album once it drops.
Yeah.
And tell us where everybody can follow you, how to look out for you.
Snapchat, Cypha D'King, Instagram, Cypha D'King, Twitter, Cypha D'King, Facebook, Cypha D'King. So I branded myself pretty well,
yes,
right?
you did well. And
Cypha D'King everywhere.
Is D-A.
Yeah. DK.
DK.
D''King.
Cypha D''King.
Cypha
Okay.
The King. And you gotta say it like that. The King.
The King.
Yeah.
Boom. Well, Cypha,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you for having me, man. Shout out to the Culture Crew cast.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have you back after the wedding so you can tell us all about it.
Oh man.
And when the album drops, so we can talk about all of our favorite hits on it.
Definitely.
All right.
Y'all gotta come to the wedding too, so you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.